We'll begin in our child's pose. Letting yourself come towards the back edge of your mat. Let your knees open as wide as is comfortable for you. Begin to ease your hips back towards your heels. Feel free to shift and move however you need to so you can create some softness, create some space as you settle your hips back towards your heels. Stretch your fingertips towards the top edge of your mat. Rest your forehead between the elbows. Maybe close your eyes. Perhaps gently rock your temple from side to side. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. Let the belly be round and soft. Take a moment here to simply be. Let yourself feel however it is you're feeling. Let yourself feel however it is you may be feeling. Let yourself exist here in this space. And do that over. Hello, thanks for being here. My name is Sarah. I'll be guiding us through our 60-minute flow. We'll begin in our child's pose. Letting yourself come towards the back edge of your mat. Let your knees open as wide as is comfortable for you. Maybe the big toes touch behind you. They don't have to. Begin to ease your hips back towards your heels. Find some length in the arms as you stretch your fingertips towards the top edge of your mat. Rest your forehead between your elbows and then take a moment here to just simply be. You can close your eyes, perhaps gently rock your forehead side to side. Let yourself feel whatever it is that you may be feeling, both physically, emotionally, mentally. Let everything be okay, even if it may not feel okay. Knowing that wherever you are, right now at this moment, is part of your journey. Uniting our practice with 3 cleansing breaths. First, open mouth, exhale to release your breath, let it go. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Fill up your belly, fill up your lungs. Open mouth, exhale. Twice more. Take a deep breath here. Feel the sides of your rib cage expand. Open mouth, exhale, let your breath go. One more time, inhale. Breathe into the tips of your fingers. Feel your breath flow all the way down to the tips of your toes. Then open mouth, exhale, let the breath go. Sealing our lips, engaging our Ujjayi breath. Create a slight constriction in the back of your throat. Take a long, slow inhalation through your nose, creating a whirling sensation. And then with the lips sealed, continue to exhale. See if you can begin to deepen your inhalations. Breathing all the way down into your diaphragm below the rib cage. And then begin to lengthen your exhalations, slowing down the breath. One more cycle, take a deep breath here. Exhale, slow breath out. Inhale, begin to rise up to your hands and knees. Now shift and move here however you would like. Finding freedom to move into any areas that might need a little extra attention as you begin to awaken the lines of communication between your breath and your body. Take another complete cycle of breath, and then we'll begin to meet back in our neutral tabletop position. Spread your fingers wide, stack your wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. You can either tuck the toes or press the tops of your feet down. Take an open mouth, exhalation to release your breath. Inhale to your cow pose, drop your belly, lift the chin and chest, tilt the tailbone high. Exhale, tuck the chin under, curl the chin towards your chest. For your cat, lift the shoulder blades, draw the belly towards your spine, actively press your mat away from you. Now begin to flow here. Inhale, opening up the front line of your body. Exhale, curling, rounding to your cat, stretching through the back line. And then feel free to incorporate any shapes that would help you continue to integrate into your practice, that would help you let go of anything that lies outside the four corners of your mat. Take another complete cycle of breath, then let yourself return back to your center neutral. Take an open mouth, exhalation, release your breath, let it go. Inhale, extend the right leg behind you, activate the foot, either press to the heel, point the toe, or dorsal flex, press to the ball of your foot, then lower the right hip to meet the left. Press up and out of the shoulders, bird dog pose. Inhale, stretch your left arm forward, palm in, thumb up like you're shaking somebody's hand, and then pull the left shoulder back into the socket. Take a deep breath here. Strengthening the core, exhale, draw the elbow towards the knee, cat the shoulders. Twice more, inhale, lengthen, reach, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee, pause here and breathe. 4, 3, tuck the chin, last 2, and 1. Inhale, extend, option, stay here and breathe, lengthen, working on your balance, or option, bend the right knee, sweep the left hand back, reach in the direction of the foot, or if it's accessible, you can capture the knife edge of the foot or ankle, whatever's accessible. Kick the foot up into the hand. Square off your chest and shoulders. The gaze is neutral. Feeling the opposing forces between the top of your foot and the palm of your hand. Take another deep breath here. Release the foot, exhale, re-extend, inhale. Exhale, tabletop, lower the hand, drop the knee underneath the hips, and then find some movement. Neutralize before we take it to the other side. Coming back to your tabletop, take an open mouth, exhalation, release your breath. Inhale, extend the left leg behind you. Activate through the foot, roll the inner thigh towards the sky, press down through the palms. Shifting your weight to your left hand. Inhale, stretch the right arm forward, biceps next to the ear, palm in, thumb up, and then pull the shoulder back into the socket. Inhale, lengthen, extend. Exhale, draw the elbow to the knee, curl the chin towards your chest. 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. 1 more time. Inhale, lengthen, fingertip to toe tip. Exhale, elbow to knee. Breathe here. 4, 3. Cat the shoulders, press the mat away from you. Last 2 and 1. Inhale, extend. Option, stay here and breathe. Or exhale, bend the left knee. Sweep the right arm back. Reach for the foot, or if it's accessible, you can capture the knife edge of the foot or ankle, whatever is accessible, and then kick the foot up into the hand. Square off your hips and shoulders. Take a deep breath here. Release the foot if you have it. Exhale. Re-extend 1 more time. Take a deep breath here. Exhale. Lower the hand, lower the knee, and then find your tabletop. Shift and move. Let your spine neutralize. Meeting back in our tabletop. Walk your hands forward just slightly. Unstack your wrists from underneath your shoulders. Spread the fingers wide. Rotate the palms outward just slightly, so your index fingers point forward and are parallel with each other. Tuck your toes if they're not already. Take an open mouth. Exhalation to release your breath. Inhale, hover the knees, find your bear pose. Let the head drop, gaze between the heels. Now cat the shoulders, draw the belly towards the spine, curl the tailbone under. Take another deep breath here. Exhale, send your hips up and back for your downward facing dog. Spend some time here, find where you like your feet. Perhaps pedal them out, or maybe sway the hips or bend the knees deeply, whatever helps you. Let the shape begin to feel familiar. Let the crown of your head hang heavy, release the neck. And then begin to settle into your downward facing dog. Inhale, press down through the knuckles of all 10 fingers. As you exhale, begin to grip with the pads of your fingertips. Inhale. Draw the belly towards your spine. Maybe soften through the knees. Exhale, now press your heart space towards the thighs, opening up through the chest. Inhale, rise up onto your toes. Bottom of your exhalation, gaze forward. Bend your knees nice and deep. Tiptoe your feet behind your wrists. For your ragdoll, you're standing forward fold. Separate the feet hip width distance apart, or perhaps slightly wider if that feels good. Soften through the knees. Let your head hang heavy. Maybe tent the palms. You can find a gentle sway here. Imagine creating length and space in your spine from your tailbone, the sacrum, all the way down to the crown of your head. You can tuck your chin slightly, finding length in the back of your neck. As you begin to inhale, lift your belly away from your thighs, creating a little extra space so that as you exhale, maybe your head pours down towards your mat just a little bit more. Wherever you are, take a deep breath here. Exhale, slow breath out. Releasing your hands to the mat if they're not already there. Begin to toe heel your feet together. Big toes come to touch, heels are a sliver apart. Soften through the knees. Tent your fingertips underneath your shoulders. Curl your chin towards your chest, gaze up toward your belly. Take an open mouth, exhalation to release your breath. Feeling your feet, inhale, knees soft, slowly begin to rise. Keep the chin tucked, let your fingertips hang heavy. As you begin to stack one vertebra over the next, take as much time as you need to. Then as you inhale, hug the shoulders towards your ears, lift the gaze, tip your head back. Exhale, soften your arms by your side. Spread your fingers wide all the way to the webbing. Rotate your palms so you roll your pinky fingers forward and then spiral the thumbs behind you. Building our Tadasana. Inhale, lift all 10 toes, spread them wide. Exhale, gently place them back down. Find the four corners of your feet, shift the weight forward, back, side to side. Grounding down to the mound of your big toe, your pinky toe, and the inner and outer edges of your heels. Inhale, squeeze your calves. Exhale, lift your thighs away from your knees as you strengthen through the lower body. Inhale, pull your lower belly, draw it up and in, engage your Uddiyana Bandha, your core lock, find your strength there. Exhale, curl the tailbone under just slightly as you neutralize through your pelvis. Inhale, sweep your arms high, turn the pinky fingers inward. Exhale, invite your hands to heart center. Inhale, lift your heart to meet your thumbs. Open mouth, exhale, press your thumbs back into your heart. Building our Sunny flow together. Inhale, circle your arms high, Tadasana mountain pose. Turn the pinky fingers inward, soften your shoulders, firm the thighs, lift the rib cage. Take another deep breath here. Exhale, open to the right. Left arm reaches forward, right arm behind you. Invite your right hip to roll forward. As you pull the right shoulder back, spread your fingers wide. Take a deep breath here. Stay for the exhale. Both arms high. Inhale, sweep the right arm high to meet the left. Exhale, open to the left. Pause here and breathe. Pull the left hip forward, right hip back, reaching through the fingertips in opposite directions. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, maybe turn the gaze towards your left thumb. Both arms high. Inhale, sweep the left hand forward to meet the right. Cactus, exhale. Bend the elbows, maybe soften through the knees, curl the tailbone under, and then squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach the arms high. Forward fold, exhale, hinge from your hips, either swan dive or hands can melt through heart center. Pause here, tent the fingertips, let your head hang. Soften through the knees as much as you need to, and then maybe draw your forehead towards your shins. Tuck the chin under slightly. Imagine lengthening through the crown of your head. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, slow breath out. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your palms into your shins or your thighs. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Draw the tailbone back as you squeeze the shoulder blades together. Take a deep breath here. Release your hands. Exhale, fold. Hinge from your hips. Twice more, inhale, halfway lift. Actively press your palms into your shins or thighs. Release the hands, exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift, fan the toes wide. Lift the thighs away from your knees. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step your feet back, meeting in our first high plank top of a push-up. Find where you like your feet, rooting down to the knuckles of all 10 fingers, actively pressing the mat away from you, and then we'll find some movement here. Inhale, shift the weight forward, maybe roll on to the big toes. Press the heels back, exhale, keep the belly towards the spine. Twice more, inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, press the heels back, maybe stretch through the calves. One more time, inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, press the heels back. Moving on, inhale, shift the weight forward, roll onto your toes. Toes or knees, exhale, chaturanga. Let your elbows graze the rib cage, lower halfway down. Flip to the tops of your feet. Inhale, rise upward facing dog or cobra. Pause here. Pull the shoulder blades back. Maybe micro bend your elbows. Imagine dragging your wrists towards your hips and then press your hips towards your wrists. Wrists towards your hips, hips towards your wrists. Take another deep breath here. Tuck your toes. Exhale. Send your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Adjust your feet. Take a deep breath here. Open mouth, exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, tilt your tailbone high. Exhale, roll the inner thighs inward, maybe press down with the big toes. 1 more inhalation, rise up onto your toes. Bottom of your exhalation, gaze forward, bend the knees. Maybe step forward with the opposite foot first. As you step your feet to the top of the mat, big toes touch. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, hinge from your hips. Starting our Sun A flow, 1 breath to 1 movement from here. Inhale, sweep the arms high, rolling up. Exhale, open to the right, reaching through the fingertips. Inhale, both arms high, maybe lift your gaze. Exhale, open to the left, hips stay square towards the front of your mat. Inhale, both arms high. Exhale, cactus, maybe soften the knees, squeeze the shoulder blades together, curl the tailbone under. Inhale, both arms high. Exhale, fold, hinge from your hips, maybe soften through the knees, flat back. Release the hands, lower all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the palm, step or float, maybe switch legs, opposite foot leads. As you breathe into your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Adjust your feet. Take a deep breath here. Open mouth, exhale. So maybe as you step forward or step back, see if you can switch feet every time. So you kind of challenge your mind, balancing your right and left. 1 more inhalation, rise up onto your toes. Bottom of your exhalation, gaze forward, bend the knees, lightly step, hop, or float, top of the mat, switching feet. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, hinge from your hips. Adding on weight in your heels, inhale, rise to your chair pose, your Utkatasana. Maybe draw your hands to your hips or biceps next to the ears. Your toes are light or even lifted. As you inhale, lift the heart, pull the belly up and in. Exhale, curl the tailbone under, then sit the hips back and down. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, open up towards the right. Reaching through the fingertips, pull the right hip and right shoulder forward. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, open to the left. Reaching through the fingertips, your arms are shoulder height. Pull the left hip forward. Inhale, both arms high, straighten the legs, lift the gaze. Forward fold, exhale, hinge from your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, draw your belly towards your spine. Exhale, fold, 1 breath to 1 movement. Bend the knees, inhale, chair pose, sweep the biceps next to the ears. Exhale, open towards the right. Inhale, sweep both arms forward. Exhale, open to the left. Inhale, left hand forward to meet the right. Now exhale, airplane the arms, sweep it back, weight in your heels. Burst up, inhale, straighten the legs, lift the gaze. Forward fold, exhale, hinge from your hips, flat back, release the hands, let your head hang. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, opposite foot step, hop or float. Chaturanga, high to low push-up. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Adjust your feet, take a deep breath here. Open mouth, exhale. Building our sun bee flow from here, step your feet together. Inhale, reach the right leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, open and stack your hips. Maybe stay here. Perhaps circle the ankle or find big rotations through the knee and thigh. Drop your right shoulder to meet the left and then let the head hang heavy. Inhale, re-extend the right leg high, square the hips. Point the big toe, knee to nose. Exhale, shift the weight forward. Cap the shoulders, maybe lift up onto the left big toe. Inhale, re-extend the right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, pause, gaze forward, tent the right fingertips, cat the shoulders, lift the right knee even higher, as gently as you can. Heel toe the foot through between the thumbs. Tent the palms, back heel stays lifted. Now do something here that feels good for your right hip, as well as the left hip flexor. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, return to your low lunge. Modified pyramid pose. Inhale, lift the hips. Flex the right toes towards the face. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward, and then lengthen through the crown of your head. Feel free to soften the right knee. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, fold, hinge from your hips. Twice more. Inhale, draw your belly towards your spine. Exhale, fold over your right thigh. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Low lunge, exhale, bend the right knee. Lower the left knee, untuck your toes. Half splits, inhale, slide your hips back. Flex the right toes towards the face. Inhale, lengthen the spine, pull the tailbone back. Exhale, fold, soften your elbows. Two more times, inhale. Exhale, hinge from your hips. One more time, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge. Walk the hands forward, bend the right knee. You have the option of tucking the back toes or leave them untucked. Spread your right toes out nice and wide, pressing down through the heel and the ball of your right foot. Place the right hand on top of the right thigh. Left hand stacks on top of the right, and then inhale, lift your heart. Press the right knee away from you. Pull the hips back slightly, curl the tailbone under, neutralize your spine, and then let the pelvis move forward. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, slow breath out. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, relax the shoulders, turn the pinky fingers inward. Take another deep breath here. Exhale, twist open towards the right. Reaching back through the right fingertips, imagine stacking your shoulders over your hips. Inhale, reach both arms high. Tuck your back toes. Exhale, crescent lunge, airplane the arms, lifting the left knee, open up through the heart. Spin the back heel flat. Inhale, warrior two. Pause here and breathe. Find where you like your feet. Rolling to the knife edge of the right foot. Do something here that feels good for your shoulders as your left leg becomes straight and strong. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, relax the shoulders. One more deep breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach the right arm forward as far as you can, and then use the right elbow or forearm to open up the right knee. Left arm either up and overhead or towards the front edge of your mat. Maybe stay there, perhaps draw circles. You can take a half bind. Letting your hips move forward, deepening your lunge. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, slow breath out. Star pose, inhale, turn the heels in, turn the toes out. Reach the fingertips in opposite directions, but first stabilize through the lower body. Inhale, lift your thighs away from your knees. Exhale, press down through the soles of your feet. Spread the fingers wide, take a deep breath in. Turn the toes forward or slightly pigeon-toed. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Lengthen through the crown of your head, open up through the collarbones, and then release your fingertips. Let your head hang. Maybe pause here. You can shift your hips from side to side. Roll to the knife edges of your feet, and then lift the thighs away from your knees. 10 to palms. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, hinge from your hips. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale to fold. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Modified Skandasana towards the front of your mat. As you exhale, side lunge into your right knee, and then draw the hips back. 10 the fingertips underneath your shoulders. Flex your left toes towards your face. Stack your right knee over the ankle rather than over the toes. See if you can pull your hips back like you're sitting in a really low stool. Take a deep breath here. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, press down through the right heel. Gaze towards the front of your mat. Exhale, low lunge. Plant the palms, cat the shoulders, lift the right heel. Shift the weight forward into the hands. Three-legged dog. Inhale, right leg high. Knee to nose, exhale. Chin to chest, cat the shoulders, strengthen your core. Inhale, re-extend the right leg high, find length, find height. Exhale, option, one-legged chaturanga or both feet on the mat, your choice. Shift the weight forward into the hands, bend your elbows straight back. Tops of the feet, inhale, rise. Tuck your toes, use your core. Exhale, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Adjust your feet. Take a deep breath here. Open mouth, exhale, let yourself reset. Other side, step your feet together. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, bend the knee open and stack. Press firmly through both hands. Let your head hang. Press your heart towards the right thigh and then do something here that feels good for your left hip, the hip flexor, the psoas, and maybe that's stillness. Perhaps that's movement. It's your choice. It's your practice. Inhale, re-extend the left leg high. Square off the hips, point the toe. Knee to nose, exhale, shift the weight forward. Maybe lift up onto the right big toe. Inhale, re-extend, lift the left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, pause, gaze forward. Tent the left fingertips, cat the shoulders, lift the left knee even higher. Flexing the foot slowly, heel toe the foot through between the thumbs. Let the hips move forward as you tent the palms. Back heel stays lifted. Pause here, do something here that negotiates space in your left hip, the right hip flexor. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, return to your low lunge. Square the hips. Modified pyramid pose. Inhale, lift the hips, draw them back. Flex the left toes towards the face, and then pull the left hip back. Feel free to keep the left knee soft. Inhale, pull the collarbones apart, reach them forward. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Twice more. Inhale, lengthen, pull the belly towards your spine. Exhale, fold. It doesn't have to be deep, just feel the sensation. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Low lunge, exhale, bend the left knee, lower the right knee, option untuck the toes, or you can keep them tucked. Inhale to your half splits. Slide the hips back, flex the left toes towards the face, and then tent the palms so you can keep the heart lifted. Inhale, draw the belly towards your spine. Exhale, fold. Soften your elbows. Twice more, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge, pull the left hip back. One more time, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Low lunge, exhale, walk the hands forward, bend the left knee. Spread the left toes out nice and wide, square off your hips. Place the left hand on top of the left thigh, right hand on top. Inhale, press the heart away from the knee, and then draw the knee away from the heart. Draw your hips back, curl the tailbone under, draw the belly towards the spine, keep the pelvis neutral, tailbone tucked under, and then let the hips move forward rather than sticking your tailbone out. See if you can draw it back underneath. Finding your balance, inhale, sweep your arms high. Exhale, open up towards the left, reaching through the fingertips. Rather than reaching forward, see if you can use your left fingertips to stack the shoulders over your hips. Take a deep breath here. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, sweep the left hand forward to meet the right, sweep the arms high, spread the left toes nice and wide, tuck your back toes, exhale, crescent lunge, airplane the arms. Spin the back heel flat. Inhale, open up to your warrior two. Adjust your feet. Find your stance first as you roll to the knife edge of your left foot. Stack your shoulders over your hips and then maybe do something here that creates space in your upper body. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, return to your warrior two. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, extended side angle, reach the left arm forward and then pivot. Do something here that creates space with your right arm, right shoulder, maybe big circles, maybe that stillness. Imagine lengthening the underside of the rib cage. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, extended side angle. Star pose, start with the feet first. Inhale, heels in, turn the toes out. Spread the toes wide, stabilize first. Lift the thighs. Once you feel steady, inhale, reach the fingertips in opposite directions. Always start with your feet first. Relax the shoulders. Take a deep breath here. Pivot the toes forward or slightly pigeon-toed. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Releasing the fingertips, tent the palms, let your head hang. Maybe take another moment here to just shift your hips side to side, back and forth. Tent the palms, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, hinge from your hips. Two more times, inhale, lift the belly towards the spine, even pull the tailbone back. Exhale, fold. One more time, inhale, roll to the knife edges of your feet, activate the inner thighs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Moving on, exhale, modified Skandasana towards the front of your mat. Begin to lunge into your left knee. Flex the right toes towards the face. Tent the fingertips underneath your shoulders and then pull the hips back. Imagine stacking your left knees over your left ankle rather than in front of the toes. So it's almost like you're sitting back into a chair. Left toes are light, take a deep breath in. Gaze towards the front of your mat. Exhale, pivot to your low lunge. Spin to the ball of your back foot, plant the palms. Cat the shoulders, lift the left heel. Grip with your finger pads. Shift the weight forward into the hand. Knee to nose, exhale. Shift the weight forward, chin to chest. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Option, exhale, one-legged chaturanga. Maybe lift up onto the ball of your right foot, soften through the knee, and kind of propel the weight forward. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes. Use your core, lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Adjust your feet, take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Option, breathe in your downward facing dog. Maybe find a rest in your child's pose. Grab a sip of water, towel off. So that's our Sunday flow. We'll put everything together and then we'll flow one breath to one movement. See if you can maintain the connection with your breath. Whenever you're ready, coming back to your neutral tabletop position, tuck your toes and then press your hips up and back. Find your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here. Open mouth, exhale, let yourself reset. Finding our flow together, step your feet together back to the mat. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Knee to nose, exhale, shift the weight forward, chin to chest. Inhale, re-extend the right leg high, find length, find height. Gaze forward, exhale, low lunge, heel toe the foot through between the thumbs, back heel stays lifted. Tent the palms, inhale, modified pyramid. Pull the hips back, flex the right toes. Fold, exhale, hinge from your hips. Half lift, inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. Low lunge, exhale, bend the right knee, lower the left knee, untuck the toes. Half splits, inhale, pull the hips back, flex the right toes towards the face. Fold, exhale, hinge from your hips. Half lift, inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Low lunge, exhale, walk the hands forward. Inhale, sweep the arms high, find your low crescent lunge. Twist open to the right, exhale, energize through the right fingertips. Inhale, both arms high. Tuck the back toes, exhale, power move, lift the knee, airplane the arms. Spin the back heel flat. Warrior two, inhale, windmill the arms open, expand across your chest. Extended side angle, exhale, find length on both sides of the rib cage. Star pose, start with the feet, heels in, turn the toes out, reach the palms high. Toes forward, exhale, hinge from your hips, flat back. Tent the palms, inhale to your halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, hinge from your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Modified Skandasana, exhale, side lunge into the front of the mat, flex the left toes. Take a deep breath here. Pivot towards the front, exhale, plant the palms. Cat the shoulders, lift the right heel, shift the weight forward. Three-legged dog, inhale, lift the right leg high. Knee to nose, exhale, use your core strength, draw the thigh towards the chest. Inhale, re-extend the right leg high. Option, one-legged chaturanga, maybe lift up onto the ball of your left foot, soften the knee, and propel the weight forward. Inhale to rise. Exhale, tuck your toes, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Adjust your feet, take a deep breath here. Open mouth, exhale. Other side, step your feet together. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Knee to nose, exhale, maybe lift up onto the right big toe. Inhale, re-extend the left leg high. Gaze forward, exhale, low lunge, softly step it through. Square the hips, tent the palms, inhale, modified pyramid. Lift the hips, flex the left toes. Fold as you exhale, hinge from your hips. Half lift, inhale, draw the belly towards your spine. Low lunge, exhale, bend the left knee, lower the right, untuck the toes. Left toes wide, inhale, sweep the arms high. Open to the left, exhale, stretch through the fingertips. Inhale, left arm high, meet the right. Tuck the back toes, exhale, lift the knee, crescent lunge, airplane the arms. Spin the back heel flat, warrior two, inhale, circle the arms open, relax the shoulders. Exhale, extended side angle, finding length, maybe lift the gaze. Star pose, inhale, heels in, turn the toes out, lift the thighs. Pivot the toes forward, exhale, hinge from your hips. Tent the palms, inhale for your halfway lift, flat back. Lunge towards the front of your mat, modified Skandasana, flying monkey, flex the right toes. Take a deep breath here, lift the chest. Turn towards the front of your mat, exhale, pivot, low lunge, plant the palm. Palms, cat the shoulders, lift the left heel. Shift the weight forward, three-legged dog, inhale. Knee to nose, exhale, draw the belly towards your spine, cat the shoulders. Inhale, re-extend the left leg high. Option, one-legged Chaturanga, lift up onto the ball of your back foot, soften the knee, and then use a little propelling force to shift the weight forward. Inhale to rise. Tuck your toes. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Adjust your feet, take a deep breath here. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, rise up onto your toes. Bottom of your exhalation, gaze forward. Bend your knees. Step your feet to the wide edges of your mat for your malasana, your yogi squat. Heels in, turn the toes out. Begin to settle your hips in between your heels. Perhaps rock the hips from side to side, and then find the knife edges of your feet. Draw your elbows to the insides of your knees or thighs. Press the palms together. Inhale, lift your heart to meet your thumbs. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Maybe gaze down at your fingertips and then curl the tailbone under. Let your sacrum be really, really heavy. Option, stay here. Maybe work on a twist or a bind, or you can play with your crow pose or any other inversion or arm balance of your choice. If you're finding your crow, fingers spread wide all the way to the webbing, rotating the palms so your index fingers point forward and are parallel with each other. Grip with your finger pads to help you balance. Planting the hands shoulder width distance apart, then roll the eyes of your elbows forward so you can bend the elbows straight back. Step your feet towards your wrists. Lift the heels. Imagine elevating your hips. So the higher your hips are, the less you have to actively lift them up to get your feet off the ground. Either nestling your knees towards your armpits, creating a shell with your triceps, resting your shins on. Find the connection first, and then play with just shifting the weight. Keep the gaze lifted. Cat the shoulders. Pull the belly in. So once again, it's just as much pushing down with the palms as it is lifting up through the core. Keep breathing. Take as much time as you'd like, and then we'll meet back in a resting pose of your choice. Perhaps finding your child's pose. Maybe your embryo, draw the knees together, let the arms rest by your side. Relax the shoulders. Take a deep breath here. Open mouth, exhale. One more time, take a deep breath here. Open mouth, exhale. One more time, take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let yourself reset. Inhale, rise up to your tabletop. Tuck your toes, exhale, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Adjust your feet. Stepping your feet together, inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, bend the knee open and stack your hips once again. Maybe circle the ankle or perhaps find big rotations through the knee and thigh. Drop the right shoulder to meet the left. Inhale, lift the left leg high, right leg high rather. Knee to nose, exhale, shift the weight forward. Inhale, re-extend the right leg high. Gaze forward, exhale, low lunge, heel toe the foot through between the thumbs, back heel stays lifted. Tent the palms, preparing for our high crescent lunge. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward, lift the chest. Then on your inhalation, with the right toes spread nice and wide, begin to stack the shoulders over your hips first. Steady, find your balance, and then inhale, reach the arms high. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, open up towards the right, reaching through the fingertips. Use your right fingertips to stack the shoulders over your hips. Option, stay here, or reverse crescent lunge. Right hand to the lower back, maybe to the outside or behind the left thigh. And then reach the left arm high, bicep next to the ear. And then maybe take it up and back, or if you'd like, you can take it up and over towards the right side. Spread the right toes wide, take a deep breath here. As you exhale, circle the hands, tent the palms, frame your right foot. Let the hips move forward, reach the fingertips forward. Inhale, shift the weight into your right foot. Exhale, shift the weight back, soften through the left knee. Standing splits, inhale, launch off the ball of your left foot. Exhale, let your head hang. Drop the left hip to meet the right. Then maybe gaze up towards your belly. It doesn't matter how high your left leg goes, but activate through the big toe. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, let the left foot meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. One more time, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the palms, flow, or step back into your downward facing dog. Meeting in downward facing dog, step your feet together. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, open and stack one more time. Maybe find circles or find a static position as you point the knee towards the sky, heel towards your hip. Re-extend, inhale, left leg high, square the hips. Knee to nose, exhale, shift the weight forward. Inhale, re-extend your left leg high. Gaze forward, exhale, low lunge, heel toe the foot through between the thumbs. Tent the palms, back heel stays lifted. Find your stance, maybe toe heel your left foot out slightly or forward or back. Once you feel steady, inhale, stack the shoulders over your hips. Find your balance first, and then inhale, stretch the arms high. Relax the shoulders, take a deep breath in. Exhale, open to the left. Reaching the left arm back, right arm forward. Keep your hips square towards the top of the mat, and then see if you can turn just your torso, the shoulder blades towards the left. Option, stay here. Maybe left hand to the small of the back, to the back of the left thigh, right thigh rather, or to the outside of your hip. And then inhale, begin to lift the right bicep next to the ear. Maybe stay here. Maybe take it up and back. Maybe take it up and over towards the left side. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, circle the hands, tent the palms. Find your low lunge. Walk the fingertips forward. Spread your left toes out nice and wide. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, rock the weight back. Bend your right knee. Standing splits. Inhale, launch off the ball of your back foot. Exhale, let your head hang. Drop the right hip to meet the left, and then activate through the right big toe. Perhaps gaze up towards your belly. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot meets the left. Spread the toes wide. Inhale, halfway lift. Open mouth, exhale to fold. Soften through the knees. Inhale, slowly begin to rise. Let yourself restack, reset. Sweep the arms high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a deep breath here. Open mouth, exhale, relax your shoulders. Finding our dancer's pose, I'm going to turn to face you, or actually I'm going to turn towards the opposite side so you can see which side I'm working on. Feel free to face whatever direction you're facing, and I'll try not to confuse my right and left so much. For our dancer's pose, inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, draw the right elbow towards the right hip, palm faces up. Spread your left toes out nice and wide. Begin to shift your weight to your left foot, maybe soften through the knees, and then kick the right foot towards your heel. Reach down, capture the inside arch of the right foot, maybe the ankle, and then draw your knees back together. Square off your hips and shoulders towards the top of your mat. Option, you can stay here or first take a deep breath in. As you exhale, begin to kick the foot up into the hand. Keep your hips and shoulders square. Kicking back, reaching forward with equal weight, with equal strength. Maybe stay here. Maybe begin to hinge from your hips. Keep the heart lifted. Pulling the left hip, the right hip down. Keeping the shoulders and hips square, breathing here for 3. Bringing the knees back together in 2 and 1. Inhale, draw the knees back together. Exhale, release the foot, and then shake it out. Circle the ankles, circle the wrists, and then step your feet together. Inhale, stretch the arms high. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a deep breath here. Open mouth, exhale. Other side, inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, draw the left elbow to the left hip. Palm faces up like you're carrying a tray. Spread the right toes out nice and wide. Begin to shift your weight to your right foot. Maybe lift the left heel. Kick the left foot back, reach down and capture the inside arch of the foot or ankle, and then draw your knees back together. Square off your hips and shoulders. Option stay here or take a deep breath in. As you exhale, begin to kick the foot back into the hand. Keep the hips and shoulders squared towards the top of your mat. Feel free to stay here, or if you'd like, you can begin to hinge from your hips. Feel free to come in and come out as much as you need to. Wherever you are, take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring the knees back together. Nice and slow, take another deep breath here. Release, exhale. Circle out the wrists, circle out the ankles, and then step your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms high, lift the gaze. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step or float, leading with the opposite leg, or find your downward facing dog, we'll meet there. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Step your feet together, inhale, right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon, bend the knee. Shift the weight into the hands. Draw the shin across your mat as you flex the right toes behind the left wrist. Tuck the back toes, begin to extend the left leg behind you as you lower your right knee behind your right hip. Tend the palms, lift the chest, and then begin to create space in your hips. Rock side to side, back and forth. Keeping the right toes flexed to protect the knee. Inhale, lift your heart. Maybe tuck the back toes, lift the left knee, and then gaze past your right shoulder. Feeling a nice stretch in the left hip flexor. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, turn back to center. You can untuck the toes. Feel free to stay right here, or if you'd like, you can slowly begin to walk the hands forward. Releasing onto the elbows, the forearms. Maybe let the head hang. If you'd like, draw the elbows wide, stack one palm over the other, and then rest your forehead on the backs of the hands, or maybe one cheek or the other as you gaze to the side. Soften the muscles of your face. Even if your head is down and the heart bowed, see if you can try to reach your heart space towards the front of your mat so you're finding length in the spine from the crown of your head, your sternum, all the way down to the left big toe. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Relax your jaw, finding softness, coming back to your breath. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, slow breath out. Feel free to breathe on your own. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale to release. 1 more time. Take a deep breath here. Open mouth. Exhale. Inhale. Slowly begin to rise up onto your palms. Tuck your back toes. Plant the hands. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Sweep the right leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, shake it out. Open and stack your hips. You can stay here or flip your dog. Find your wild thing. Landing on the ball of your right foot, rolling to the knife edge of the left, and then begin to lift your hips by pressing down through your feet. Open up through the heart, let your head hang, and then find length in the right fingertips. Take a deep breath here. Gaze down, exhale to unwind, plant the palms, spin to the ball of your left foot. Inhale, 3-legged dog, square the hips. Exhale, downward facing dog, right foot meets the left. Other side, inhale, left leg high. Gaze forward, exhale, draw the knee through. Pivot the shin, flexing the left toes behind the right wrist. Tuck the back toes, begin to find length in your right leg, creating space to lower the left hip down. Imagine creating the number 7 with your legs. Find where you'd like your left heel, either closer towards you or maybe towards the top edge of your mat, your choice. And then tend the palms, spend some time here to find some space. If you'd like, you can tuck the back toes, lift the knee and thigh, and then gaze past the left shoulder, feeling a nice stretch in the right side body, as well as the hip flexor. Exhale, come back to center. Lower the knee, maybe untuck the toes. Feel free to stay right here. Or if you would like, as you exhale, you can slowly begin to lower. Take your time. There's no rush. Let yourself experience each and every single moment from one shape to the next. Let all the spaces in between count as well, as they are also part of your journey. You can close your eyes. Let yourself just be here, experience. Neither holding on nor resisting, but just let everything flow in and out, just like your breath. Feel free to breathe on your own, or first take a deep breath in. Exhale, slow breath out. 2 more times. Inhale, imagine stretching your heart towards the top edge of your mat. Exhale, maybe sink a little deeper into your hips. 1 more time. Inhale, breathe into the space behind your heart. Open mouth, exhale. As you inhale, slowly begin to rise up onto your palms. Tuck your back toes, press into the hands. 3-legged dog, inhale, sweep the left leg high. Exhale, bend the knee open and stack, and then feel free to open up the heart on this time. You can stay here, or if you'd like, flip your dog, find your wild thing, landing on the ball of your left foot, rolling to the knife edge of the right, and then press down through your feet to lift the hips and then open up through the heart. Let your head hang, and then reach through your left fingertips. Take a deep breath here. Gaze down, exhale to unwind. Plant the palms, square the hips, maybe take a little hop on the ball of the right foot. 3-legged dog, let the hips square. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot meets the right. Inhale, rise up onto your toes. Bottom of your exhalation, gaze forward. Bend your knees. Step forward through to a seated position. Sitting back onto your sit bones, extend the legs in front of you, press through the balls of your feet, flare the toes back towards your face. Lift the heart, reach the arms forward, palms in, thumbs up, and then retract the shoulder blades behind your back. Pull the belly towards the spine, inhale. Exhale to lean back, keep the heart lifted, belly strong. Once you've released all your breath, inhale once again, maybe lift the heart, shoulders back, and then exhale, begin to lean back. Do this as many times as you'd like. Moving with your breath, feel free to lift the heels until you lower all the way down onto your back. Hug the knees into your chest. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, let the arms open wide like a T, or perhaps cactus. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let your knees fall to the left. Perhaps turn your gaze to the right. Maybe close your eyes and then find whatever position with your legs that feels best to you. Perhaps stay with your knees stacked in your simple twist. Perhaps straighten the top leg. Maybe eagle wrap or figure 4. If you find that your right shoulder blade begins to lift, slide the left shoulder blade out from underneath you to invite both shoulder blades to rest, letting the twist happen from the space below the shoulder blades. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, slow breath out. 2 more times. Inhale from the crown of your head all the way down to your tailbone. Exhale, release. 1 more time, take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let the breath go. As you inhale, invite the knees to return back to center. Unravel, uncross. Hug the knees into your chest and neutralize, or whenever you're ready. As you exhale, let the arms open, and then let your knees fall to the right. Feel free to shift the hips, stack the knees, and then spend some time here to explore whatever position that you like best for your legs. If the left shoulder blade lifts, once again, slide the right shoulder blade out from underneath you, creating space for your left shoulder blade to meet the right. Then let the backs of your arms be heavy, the backs of your hands. Relax the fingertips, let them turn in naturally towards the palms of your hands. Breathing together or breathing on your own, take a deep breath in. Exhale, maybe deepen your twist. 2 more times. Inhale, breathe from the crown of your head all the way down to your tailbone. Exhale, maybe find a little bit more softness. Inhale, breathe from fingertip to fingertip. Open up through the chest. Open mouth, exhale. As you inhale slowly, begin to draw the knees back to center. Take a moment, neutralize, hug both knees into your chest. Now, spend the next several moments. If there's another pose, another shape that would help you feel complete in your practice, feel free to spend the next several moments, maybe finding your dead bugs pose or happy baby. Perhaps as your shoulders stand into plow into death man's, or maybe stoop to Baddha Konasana, recline butterfly, or maybe it's just movements, just creating shapes because they feel good. Spend as much time as you need to, and then whenever you feel ready, there's no rush. Letting yourself create the space, the shape, find the support that you would like to rest for your final Shavasana. Let yourself take up space, shift and move. Let yourself begin to settle in as we close out our practice together with 3 cleansing breaths. First, open mouth, exhale, release your breath, let it go. Draw a deep breath in, fill up your belly, fill up your lungs. Open mouth, exhale to release. 2 more times. Inhale, feel the sides of your ribcage expand, lifting the center of your heart. Open mouth, exhale. 1 more time, let this be your deepest breath yet. Inhale to fill up. Pause at the top, take just 1 more sip. Then open mouth, exhale to release. Release control of your breath. Let yourself rest. Release, surrender. Final Shavasana, just rest. Slowly, gently as you are ready, begin to let yourself reawaken. Begin by deepening your breath. Perhaps wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe circle your ankles and your wrists, allowing sensations to rise back up to the surface of your body. Feel free to rest exactly as you are, or if you'd like, on your next inhalation, stretch your arms up overhead. Draw your legs together, point your toes, and take a full body stretch. Take a deep breath here. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, bend the knees into your chest. Exhale, gently roll over to either side, right or left. Let your knees, hips, and your shoulders stack. Use your bottom arm as a pillow, close your eyes, and let the floor support you. Let the ground support you here in this space. Thanking yourself for coming onto your mat, for being present, for doing the work, and receiving all the benefits of your practice. Take a deep breath here. Open mouth, exhale. On your next inhalation, gently use your hands to slowly guide yourself back up to a comfortable seated position. Whatever shape or form that may take for you. Lengthening through the crown of your head, find softness in your shoulders. You can rest your palms gently on your knees or thighs, or unite the hands and connect your thumbs to heart center. Together, let's take an open mouth exhalation to release your breath. Take a deep breath here. Open mouth, exhale to release. Inhale, we lift our thumbs to our third eye, center of the forehead. The light within me truly recognizes, honors, and celebrates the light that shines in you. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful practice, your energy, your presence, your space. Bowing down as we seal in our practice together. Namaste. Thank you so much, lovely yogis. I hope you enjoyed your practice. We miss you, we love you. We'll bring you as much yoga as you can, but we hope to see you soon. Take care, be safe, and stay healthy and well. Thanks.